Hello, welcome to the Michigan Association for College Admission Counseling Virtual College Fair. Thank you for joining us today. Few quick housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your cameras and microphones are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many different sessions happening, including another session about an hour from now. So be sure to sign up for more if you haven't done so already at the same place that you signed up for this one. This presentation is being recorded. It'll be available within about a week at strivescan.com/Michigan. Well, I've gotten the housekeeping stuff out of the way. It's time for me to step out of the way now. Turn it over to our first presentation, Illinois Institute of Technology.
Thank you. I'm going to share my screen super quickly. Okay, welcome everyone. My name is Kaylin. I'm a senior admission counselor and dual programs coordinator at Illinois Institute of Technology. We are located in Chicago, Illinois on the south side. And here's my contact information. So if you have questions after this, feel free to reach out. I'm more than happy to answer those questions. But we're going to dive in and just start talking about Illinois Tech. So this is a quick look at all of our majors. So we do offer over 45 undergraduate majors. We are a STEM institution. We're the only tech-focused university in Chicago. So you're going to see a lot of STEM inclination here in the majors. So we offer engineering, and we do have ABET accreditation, that's ABET. We offer architecture, which is a 5-year professional bachelor program that allows you to sit for the licensure exam after you graduate with us. A variety of computing. We are the first university in the Midwest to offer artificial intelligence at the bachelor's level. And then you can see your traditional sciences like biology, chemistry, physics, as well as some non-STEM programs like communication, digital humanities, and then we do offer business administration here. To get an idea about our size, we have about 3,000 undergraduate students and 3,500 graduate and law students. So definitely a small university. You're going to get to know your peers. Average class size is right around 22. We do have a 12-to-1 student to faculty ratio, and all of your classes are going to be taught by professors. So you know that you're getting the content from the experts in their fields. We do have 100% of our students are going to be starting in their major during their first year. You can start undergraduate research as early as your second semester with us. So just kind of some fun things to think about. And one of the things that we always love to mention is our accelerated master's program, or AMP. This allows you to get your bachelor's and master's in 5 years. It also allows you to keep those undergraduate scholarships for that 5th year. So it's a great way to save money. It also saves yourself a year. So if you're thinking you want to get your master's right away, this is definitely an opportunity you want to seek out. And this is something that you usually start talking about with your academic advisor during your freshman or sophomore year with us. Now to talk about experiences, like I mentioned before, you can start research as early as your second semester with us. We do see a lot of students finding research just by word of mouth, by talking with their professors, but we also have Elevate that streamlines the process. So you can find different undergraduate research opportunities you can directly apply for, but this is also where you can find internships, study abroad opportunities, short courses, competitions, tons of really cool things to kind of boost your resume while you're here at Illinois Tech. We also offer iPro, or interprofessional project programs. You're required to take 2 classes here, and this is a really cool way for you to test your knowledge. You'll be taking these classes towards the end of your time, and you'll be solving real world problems. So some past iPro projects, there was a group of students that designed an app to track food waste while you're grocery shopping. Another group of students designed a mesh net to be placed inside washing machines to collect microfibers from entering the water supply. So really cool, unique opportunities. Plus you're working with students from all different majors. So you get that early exposure to what it's going to be like once you graduate. So that's just like a super quick snapshot of some of the opportunities that we have here at Illinois Tech, but there's tons more that we can talk about as well, especially around the social aspect. So we do have over 150 student organizations. We have quite a few professional organizations like MedLife, Engineers Without Borders, but we have a lot of fun things to be a part of as well. We do have Greek Life. You could be a part of our rock climbing group. We have a couple different a cappella groups. Most likely we have an organization that you may be interested on our campus, but if not, it's fairly easy to start new organizations here. We are a Division III university at Illinois Tech, so if you're looking to be a college athlete, you can definitely do that here while pursuing STEM. And then we do offer intramurals for those of you that don't want the competitive aspect, but still want to get active on campus. In regards to living on campus, we do require that students live on campus for their first 2 years. So 70% of our students live on campus. So definitely a residential campus. You have a couple different options as an incoming freshman: Kasich, Cunningham, Rowe Village, which is the picture down here, and then McCormick Student Village, which is your traditional style. So lots of different options as an incoming student, which is awesome. And then just to talk about the admission process. So if you're a senior right now, our application is still open. You can apply up until August 1st. If you're a junior, the application will open up usually around the first or second week of August of your senior year, and then you have until August 1st to apply. But we recommend that students apply by November 15th of their senior year, as that's our priority scholarship deadline. What you need to do to apply is go on the Common App. It's free, so you don't have to worry about an application fee. We're going to need your high school transcript, a letter of recommendation. We were test optional for fall 2021. We will most likely be test optional again for fall 2022. Just keep an eye on our website to see when that's officially announced. And then as you can see over here, what it looks like to be admitted. So we are an academically rigorous institution. As you can see, our students are doing well in high school with an average of a 4.0 to 4.3 weighted GPA. You can see their test scores as well. We do look pretty intensely at your math and science grades, especially if you're deciding to pursue STEM, because we want to make sure that you have a strong background in those in high school. And then the last thing that I want to just touch on is our scholarship. So you're automatically considered for a scholarship when you apply with us. It's called the Henry T. Heald if you're a domestic student. If you're an international student, it's the International Scholarship. But if you apply by November 15th, that's when you get a chance to apply for some special scholarships. So these are full tuition scholarships. The ones down here, you do need to submit a separate application. Cameras, you do not need to submit a separate application. That's just a completed Common App by the deadline. So lots of different scholarship opportunities available for you as an Illinois Tech student. So again, my name's Kaylin. I'm a senior admission counselor. So if you have questions, feel free to shoot me an email. I'm more than happy to answer them. Thanks.
Thank you very much. You can also ask questions during the session by just clicking on the Q&A button and dropping your question in there. Up next, we will hear from the representative from Earlham College.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us all this Sunday. Let me share my screen. Okay. Well, my name is Maggie Bain. I'm an admission counselor here at Earlham. I do recruit in a lot of the Midwest, but obviously specifically Michigan for today. Earlham itself is a small liberal arts school located in Richmond, Indiana. So not too terribly far, still close in proximity to a lot of major areas. Let's just jump right into it. So we do have 40 different majors and minors to choose from. Anything from, especially you're getting that liberal arts kind of education, you're going to get your hands in a little bit of everything. Earlham is well known in kind of a science background, which is really awesome. We have a really great like pre-health program, biology, our psychology program is really strong too. So you're going to get a lot of those kind of fun, unique ones as well. Like as you can see, we have environmental science, environmental sustainability are also some really popular ones that you can kind of get in a smaller liberal arts setting. Our Japanese program is one of our stronger majors as well. And so you can just kind of take a deep dive into any of these specific areas. Earlham students are well known for majoring in like 2 things, majoring in like 1 thing and minoring in like 1,000,000 things. So you definitely have the opportunity to take advantage of all the different majors and minors that we do offer. On average, our class size is around 13 students in your major classes, which is a 9-to-1 student to faculty ratio, which is really awesome because that's what our students are really looking for. They're wanting those kind of smaller class size settings. They either come from major high schools where they're looking to have those smaller class size settings or, continuing that path from their high school career. The students really enjoy that kind of peer-to-peer interaction with different research opportunities, group work, peer tutoring, anything like that, and having that kind of relationship with their professors where they feel comfortable approaching them, anything like that, which brings us to like the third point. Professors do go by their first names here. We were founded by Quakers in 1847. So just kind of the principles and practices of a Quaker faith kind of just embedded in the classroom settings, campus environment, anything like that. Obviously, you don't have to be Quaker affiliated to come here, but like I said, we have those principles and practices, and that's just one of them kind of in a small way. You can see how it just continues on into our campus life too. We have this really awesome program called our Earlham Advantage. It is a funded internship or research opportunity for every single one of our students. So you have the opportunity to really find your own individual internship with the help from our career coaches. And it can be anything like abroad. So the money really pays for your stay, it pays for food, it pays for flights, anything like that. So we have students who obviously go outside their own home state, outside of the country to do any kind of research or internship hours. Which is really cool. You want to have those kind of career building experiences without having to worry about cost. Along with that, if you want to go find your own individual internship with the help from those counselors, you can totally do that. Or we do have some trips that are set up through Earlham. So you can go with Earlham students and our own faculty members as well. And that money will count for that too. So as you can see, plenty of students utilize it. They go and have fun at these different locations. We do have 60 student-led organizations on campus, so plenty of clubs and organizations to participate in. If we don't have one that you're passionate about in high school, it's really easy to start your own club here at Earlham, kind of continuing that tradition into your collegiate career as well. But of course, we do have 60 other ones, so you can join any of those. They're really based around different topics. So we have like service clubs, volunteer clubs, cultural clubs, rec sports, anything like that that you might want to sign up for. Speaking of rec sports, we do have plenty of varsity teams as well. So as you see, 17 men's and women's Division III NCAA teams. Our coaches do a good job of making sure our athletes are putting their academics first. They create different study tables, different study programs on like long bus rides, maintaining an athletics GPA. So you can still continue that fun-loving kind of athletic activity that you probably grew up doing or just really enjoy having while still focusing on your academics at the same time. We do have 8 residence halls on campus, and they range from your traditional style, what you see in movies or probably experienced through your own time. So you share a room with a roommate, bathroom down the hall. We have singles, we have quads. We do have themed friendship houses as well. So they're not themed based off stories of fraternities. They're based on different clubs and majors. So you have the ability to live in a whole house with people in your same major groups or people in the same club as you, which is really fun. Our students like to utilize those as well. And we also do have apartment style living, which is, just another element of independence, but still being very close to campus, living with maybe 2 other people rather than a hall of 20 other people. So there's plenty of options when it comes to housing for our students. Here's a little bit about our admissions and financial aid process, just to keep you guys thinking about that along the way. We are on the Common App. We also do have our own Earlham application as well. We ask for your extracurricular activities, personal essays, high school transcripts, and we are a test optional school. We were a test optional school pre-pandemic as well. We do look at your application holistically. So, grades and tests aren't the end all be all of anybody's application. So we just thought might as well give those students a opportunity to make that decision for themselves. We give out plenty of merit scholarships, need-based aid, so checking out your FAFSA, all that good stuff, and plenty of need-based aid for our international students as well. Thank you guys. Once again, my name is Maggie Bain. You can look up my information on the website and I'll put it in the chat just in case you want to send me an email or a call or anything like that.
Thank you very much. And again, I'll remind everyone, ask questions using the Q&A button. And Maggie mentioned the chat. That's a place where the representatives can send you information, as she mentioned, about like email and contact info and links and that sort of thing. So look for that as well. Up next, we will hear from DePauw with a W University.
All right, just give me a second to share my screen here. Hello, everyone. My name is Sam Schmelzer. I am one of the admission counselors at DePauw University and work with all students in the state of Michigan. DePauw is a top 50 liberal arts university nationally and a top liberal arts university in Indiana, located about 45 minutes west of Indianapolis in Greencastle, Indiana. Giving a little bit of a breakdown of who we are as a campus and as a community, DePauw has about 2,000 students total. About 1,854 of those are located within our College of Liberal Arts, and then we have another 118 students within our School of Music as well. So we do have the 2 distinct schools at DePauw, which is also why we are known as DePauw University rather than DePauw College. Within our student body, we also have about 20% first-generation students, so students who are the first person in their family to attend and graduate from college, and about 19% legacy students as well. So students who have had a family member attend DePauw and wanted to pass that tradition along to another member of their family. We're also represented from 39 of the 50 states and 39 different countries. And we also have a little over a quarter of our students involved in one of our 23 different varsity athletics teams at the Division III level. So that it is a really great place to get that student athlete balance as well, if that is something that you are looking for in your college experience. Going in depth on our 2 distinct schools at DePauw, our College of Liberal Arts has 49 majors and 56 minors. You can see a good mix among our top 10 majors of social sciences, STEM fields, as well as arts and humanities. So our students truly are studying things across the board. But even if you don't see anything within those 49 majors and 56 minors that you would like to study, you can also self-start your own major or pursue an independent interdisciplinary major. Within our School of Music, we have 4 different pre-programs. So a Bachelor of Music Performance, a Bachelor of Music Arts, a Bachelor of Music Education, and then our 5-year dual degree program between the College of Liberal Arts and the School of Music. This is for students who want to pursue a major both in the College of Liberal Arts and the School of Music. And there really is no barrier between the 2 schools. So if you have a music interest and you're in the College of Liberal Arts, you're able to take classes, participate in ensembles and groups through the School of Music, take private lessons with our School of Music professors, and continue to pursue your music interests. And if you're in the School of Music, you can also take classes within the College of Liberal Arts as well. We also have tons of co-curricular and extracurricular activities. DePauw operates on a 4-1-4-1 academic schedule. So 4 classes in the fall semester and 4 classes in the spring semester. But in between those 2 semesters, we have winter term. And at the end of the second semester, we have May term. During those winter terms and May terms, our students can take really concentrated courses in one specific subject area. Our on-campus courses can range from professional development opportunities like our EMT course, where our students can become certified EMTs by the end of the course, to a pre-law development course, to fun classes like a guitar building class where our students build functional guitars by the end of the class. But there are also a lot of great study abroad opportunities during those winter term and May terms as well. Ranging from history courses on the French Revolution, where you can go to Paris to see some of the sites of the Revolution, to children's literature courses, where you can go to Oxford, Paris, and London to see some of the sites that inspire Harry Potter, Peter Pan, Alice in Wonderland, a lot of the major children's novels that you grow up reading, to geology courses, where our students are doing geological digs throughout New Zealand. There's some really amazing winter term and May term opportunities. We also have semester-long and year-long study abroad programs as well, with partnerships with 45 different countries on all 7 continents. We have about 70% of our students doing some sort of study abroad experience throughout their DePauw experience. And we're actually ranked number 4 among all universities nationally for the number of students studying abroad. When it comes to internship and research experiences, our students on average graduate with at least 1 internship under their belt. And more than 1/3 of our students are doing one-on-one research with a faculty member. And we have about an 8-to-1 faculty to student ratio as well. When it comes to co-curriculars and extracurriculars, we have about 120 clubs and organizations that are active on campus, 23 different varsity athletics teams. Our School of Music puts on about 200 concerts, art shows, performances, and speaker series annually. So given that students are on campus about 290 days per year, that's almost a concert, show, performance, or speaker every single day. And then we also focus on student wellness, whether that is mental health, whether that is physical health. We have tons of different resources across campus. Spiritual life is another big thing that our students like to get involved in as well. There are a couple of different ways that you can apply to DePauw. You can either apply on the common application or through our university application. And we are a test optional school and have been since 2019. About 26% of our entering class last year were non-test submitters, and that number has also increased this year as well. And similar to Earlham, we do the holistic review process. So we're not just looking at your transcript or your test scores if you choose to submit them, but we're looking in depth at your essay, at your letters of recommendation, and at your activities and involvements outside the classroom as well. Thank you guys so much. I will drop my contact info in the chat.
Thank you very much. Look for the chat for the contact info that was just mentioned. Also, ask questions using the Q&A button. If it's for a specific school, just name the school and your question. Up next, we will hear from the representative from Concordia University, Chicago.
Good afternoon. My name is Zach Gates. I am an admission counselor from Concordia University, Chicago. Let me get this presentation started. Follow along. There's going to be QR codes if you want to get some links to different pages on our website as I go through this. But Concordia University, Chicago is a small private liberal arts university located about 10 miles west of the city of Chicago in a town called River Forest. There's several Concordias throughout the country, and we were the first one, so we kind of distinguish ourselves by the city that we are closest to. There's a little snapshot of our campus right there. We are located all within this one square mile of River Forest, I guess, territory, kind of doing this cool balance between being really close to a major city like Chicago and being tucked away in a quiet suburb in River Forest. So like I said, we were founded all the way back in the 1860s by the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod. So like some other small private liberal arts universities, there is a religious affiliation there. You do not have to be Lutheran to attend Concordia. We get students coming from all over the country with different religious or racial backgrounds. And within our small 1,500 undergraduate student population, it's kind of cool to see the diversity that does exist among our students. We do have 6 dorms in our campus, and all of our facilities, again, are located within that square mile. We offer 70 different majors and programs, some of our more popular ones being education, since we were founded as a teacher's college. We've been doing that for a long, long time. And we do a really good job of preparing students for education careers after undergrad. So psychology is definitely our most popular major, and our College of Business has grown as we've grown a little bit over the last several years, and we do offer a lot of different business management majors or analytics. We do offer pre-med and health sciences programs as well. We are a Division III university, so we have 17 different athletic teams that compete throughout the Midwest. Men's and women's basketball, baseball is definitely our most successful athletic program, having been to the Division III World Series several times over the last few years, which is pretty awesome. And music tends to be a really popular part of our campus culture. Top ensembles being Wind Symphony and Capel Choir. They travel once a semester to do a tour throughout the United States, and once every 4 years, those ensembles will tour internationally. And among other different clubs and organizations, we do offer different intramural sports if you're not interested in staying super competitive in athletics once you graduate and move on into undergrad. But again, with our religious affiliation, we do offer a few different church professional programs, as well as ministry and different spiritual life organizations for students to get plugged in. We do have about 15 to 17 students on average in a class. So yeah, we do a really good job of connecting students with their professors, lots of opportunities for relationship development there. As an alum myself, several of my courses would end in or classes would end in a conversation that would spill out in the hallway for another 30 or 45 minutes or so. But that's kind of one of the cool things that we have going on here. The professors are really interested in getting to know our students and help them kind of prepare both as human beings and as future employees of different organizations or businesses down the road. I mentioned a little bit about our diversity before, and again about our location being close to the city of Chicago. We have a few different resources that kind of play into that too, with every student being paired with a faculty advisor and an academic advisor to make sure you're on track to graduate, taking all the right courses, prepared for postgraduate success, which I'll get to in one second. But yeah, so those are some of the resources that we offer among our student services department that helps prep students for job interviews, connect them with internship opportunities or career fairs, things like that, so that you can kind of get plugged in and get that necessary job experience for the future. And that individual attention is a part of that as well. And with you know, 90% of Concordia University Chicago graduates are employed or in a master's program within 6 months of graduating. So odds are very high and that you'll be moving forward in your job or career or in your education once you graduate. But that all kind of comes full circle with all the different individual attention and certain amenities that we do offer our students. The application for Concordia Chicago is free. It can be found there on our website, and we're also available in the Common App. For you seniors, we're a rolling admissions school, so you can continue to apply all the way up towards you know, a month before the start of our fall semester. If you're a junior or a sophomore, we open our application up on July 1st. So if you're preparing for that, just keep that date in mind. All we need are your official high school transcripts. We used to be test optional. We pivoted because of COVID, and we'll be continuing to remain test optional for the future. Yeah, again, all we need is your official high school transcripts to move forward there. We require a minimum core GPA. That's your English, math, and science and social study courses. We require a minimum 2.5 core GPA for admission. And then when it comes with these steps, obviously apply, send in those different materials that we need, and then file your FAFSA, send that to us. We'll create your financial aid package moving forward. And you can, we've been open for visits and tours throughout the pandemic, and we're going to continue to do so. So if you wanted to set one of those up, you can contact me or our front desk. We offer $10,000 to $25,000 in different merit scholarship opportunities based on your unweighted GPA, full tuition, President's Honor Scholarship, and audition-based music scholarships as well. So if you wanted to connect with me, there's all of my information right there. You can follow us on our admission Instagram page as well. But either way, thank you for your time and have a great rest of your day.
Thank you very much. And again, I'll remind everyone to use the Q&A if you have questions for any of our representatives. Up next, we will hear from Purdue University.
Hey, thanks so much for being here today. Truly appreciate it. I'll go by the fastest 6 minutes ever. This is a little landscape of Purdue University. For those of you not really familiar with Purdue and what we look like and where we're at. We're a fairly large university, 46,000 total enrollment, 35,000 undergraduate students. So right off the bat, you're going to notice that we have a huge population on our campus overall. With that being said, our average class size is still only 31 students, and we have a 13-to-1 student to faculty ratio. You'll see where students come from. We are a state school in Indiana, so 51% of our residents are making up Purdue's population, 37% other states and 12% other countries. We actually have students from 130 different countries in all 50 states here at Purdue University. Michigan is actually our 5th most populated state on where students come from. If you're not super familiar with us, we're called a college town. That's what they call you when you're not big enough to be considered a college city. There's only about 150,000 people total in West Lafayette and Lafayette, Indiana, the 2 cities that make up Purdue University, and 50,000 of them are basically students at Purdue University. So 1 out of every 3 people in our city are going to be students. So the entire city is devoted to your success. We're just big enough to have a mall, just big enough to have a Target Express, but just big enough to kind of give you that great feel for what a campus looks like and what it can be like. We're 60 minutes from Indy and 2 hours from Chicago, and we have so many opportunities for you on our campus. Moving right into that, the most important thing I can discuss with Purdue University is going to be our career services. Our Center for Career Opportunities, or CCO, is ranked the 3rd best career services in the entire country. We specialize in having a top-rated internship and co-op program in the entire country. Really, really great starting salaries, really, really great job placement ratings for all 230 of our majors at Purdue University. Career closet opportunities for us to size you, measure you, give you a free suit or dress to keep to make sure you're nailing those interviews. Compared to the average school in the United States, we have 365% more on-campus interviews. So we bring the companies to you right on our main lawn at Purdue University for the Memorial Mall, and that's part of the reason we have the 3rd best career services in the country. So things to do on our campus. If you're not familiar with Purdue University, we are a part of the Big Ten. It's a Big Ten athletic and academic conference. So we do have 18 Division I sports teams for you to be involved in if you wanted to play or if you wanted to observe. $99 a year gets you tickets to every single home sporting event. So it's a really great, generous ticket package. If you want to do more things on your own, we do have 50 club intramural sports total. So anything you can imagine, from inner tube water polo, dressage, a club Quidditch team. We have a traveling rock, paper, scissors team, literally anything you can imagine for sports and athletics. And then we have nearly 1,000 student organizations on our campus. So absolutely anything you can imagine. 22% of our campus are involved in Greek life. The bottom left, this is a club called the Pet a Puppy Club. We have an entire club devoted to petting puppies. So literally anything you can imagine, there's going to be opportunities and resources there at Purdue University. If you're not super familiar with our academics, we're currently rated the 9th best public school in the country. We have 11 academic colleges and schools on our campus. So think of Purdue University as an umbrella term, and then all on the same campus, we have 11 academic colleges and schools and 230 majors to choose from within that. So there's quite a few options. When you apply, you actually get a first choice and a second choice major option. So really great opportunities overall for our students. With all that being said, most people probably know us for our College of Engineering, 9th best engineering school in the country, but we also have some really great programs all throughout. Our professional flight program is really well known. Our computer science program, we have a top-rated nursing program, a top 25 business school in the country, top-rated cybersecurity program, actuarial science program, but overall 230 majors, regardless of whatever major you select. We still have the 3rd best career services in the country to ensure you're getting good job placement, good internships, good co-ops. So that's overall what that looks like. If you're interested in learning more about our majors, just a simple Google of Purdue majors will get you there. Also, I'll give you contact information for me at the end to reach out and ask specific questions. So really quickly, we'll go over evaluating applications. So if you're a current senior, unfortunately, we're closed at this point in time for applications. We're not accepting anymore. For juniors and younger, we start the application process on August 1st each year. You can start applying on that date. Our priority application deadline, early action deadline, merit scholarship deadline is all November 1st. So it's really corny and I apologize, but if you're a junior coming into your senior year, apply by Halloween or things will get scary. Hopefully that'll kind of help you remember. We're going to use everything in your application as a part of the evaluation process. So your grades, the rigor, what you're doing in your high school, the leadership opportunities, the outside activities, the essays, letters of recommendation, the list goes on. We're currently test flexible for Purdue University. So for you juniors coming into applying, we're test flexible. And that essentially means if you have a standardized test score, we would like to see it. It's another piece of information for us. If you can't take one because of COVID or because you don't feel safe or you just can't get to one, it's absolutely okay to apply without one. You will not be negatively impacted by not sending us one. So individual and holistic review for all of our programs. That's a little bit about Purdue University. Jumping over money talk, last thing I want to highlight with Purdue before my time will be up, 10th consecutive year of tuition freeze. I've not heard of any other school in the country that's done that. So for 10 straight years, our tuition rate has not moved. It's actually gone down. So what that looks like for Purdue when you compare us to our peer institutions, in the Big Ten of those 14 universities, we're actually the 2nd highest rated academically behind the University of Michigan. And we are the most affordable in all 3 of those categories for residents, non-residents, and international students. So it's a really good scale that you'd want to be at. Like I said, the most affordable school in the Big Ten. So follow us on social media. We have Instagram takeovers with our students, Twitter, Facebook. Get involved. You'll see us all over the place. Essentially, we have a bunch of visit opportunities for you, looking to get even more in person. Many have been virtual opportunities, but we're looking to change that as the COVID situation changes daily. Thank you so much for your time. I truly appreciate it. I'll put my information in the chat. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And you mentioned the chat. Take a look at that for all the information that the representatives are sending to you. Up next, we will hear from the representative from Augustana College.
All right, thank you guys very much for taking the time out this wonderful Sunday afternoon to be able to join us and learn about Augustana College. So I'm going to share with you a bit of information about us. My name is Eric Rowell, and I am an admissions counselor, but I'm also an alum of Augustana College. Augustana College is a small private liberal arts college tucked into the shores of the Mississippi River in Illinois. We are an institution that has 2,500 students, so we are a small school. We have an 11-to-1 student to faculty ratio. You get a lot of attention from your faculty here at Augustana College. We have an average class size of about 18 students per class. We have approximately 90 majors at Augustana College. To be able to have that many majors at a school of our size shows an awful lot about what it is that we offer to our students. Our top majors at Augustana include business administration, biology. It will include education, accounting, and psychology as sort of the rounding out the top 5. And also we have over 150 different clubs and activities. It is very difficult to be bored at Augustana. You will need good time management skills and good study habits, as you will be very busy during your time at Augustana. We've added a couple of new majors at Augustana recently, where a lot of colleges and institutions are not adding or cutting back. We have continued to move forward. So we've added data analytics and we've added kinesiology at Augustana College. So these are 2 burgeoning programs around the country as far as careers, and we wanted to make sure that our students have the opportunities to grow into the areas, the newer areas that are being offered to them. So we're very proud of being able to continue to move forward in those areas. We are in the Quad Cities. It should be the Quint Cities, but Quad Cities sounds much better. Rock Island, Moline, and East Moline on the Illinois side. And again, we are right next to the Mississippi River. So we would include in our area the eastern portion of Iowa with Davenport and Bettendorf. Approximately, there are about 400,000 people in the area, so it is not a small town, nor is it a big city. It is pretty much an area where you can do an awful lot on our campus and outside of our campus, but also feel as if you are part of a community within the area and within our campus. We are very committed to our students. Our primary focus at Augustana is to be able to help you and assist you in the process of becoming the individual that you wish to be. We want you to participate in the activities and in the groups, the majors that you are very passionate about, and we want to support you in that process of being very successful. We're also very focused on career preparation. We want to know what it is that you are passionate about. What is it that you are interested in? What are your best skill sets? As opposed to helping you simply just find a job when you graduate from college, we want you to find a career that you would absolutely love and be spectacular at. So we're really focused on helping you understand who you are and what it is in regards to your skill sets that you will be spectacular at again. We're very interested in diversity, equity, and inclusion at Augustana College. As I mentioned, I am an alum of Augustana, and when I was a student there back in the early 90s, a very small percentage of students of color on campus, as we often focus on that when we think about diversity. We have moved forward into the future, whereas there's more to diversity when you think about the different cultures and experiences that people have. So we've gone from a small percentage of students on campus to a very large percentage of students on campus that come from a variety of different backgrounds. We really want to make sure that our students are having grand experiences where they feel heard, they feel supported, but also they're able to express themselves when it comes down to their belief systems and interests. We are very committed also to excellence outside of the classroom as well as inside the classroom. So we want our students to participate in the activities that they are passionate about and that they have tremendous skill sets in. So when I think about Augustana and talk about Augustana, about a third of our students are varsity athletes. So we have approximately 28 teams at Augustana College. We've won national championships in different sports, Division III athletics. We have a lot of conference championships in the CCIW, which is the College Conference of Illinois, Wisconsin. About a quarter of our students are involved in the arts at Augustana, so music, art, theater, dance. We have over 150 clubs and organizations at Augustana. This picture of this lovely young lady here with this wonderful dog. We have a program called Viking Pups, where we train service dogs at Augustana, and we are ranked in the top 10 of academic All-Americans. So these are the quintessential student athletes, and this spans all divisions, Division I, II, and III. So we're quite proud of having great student athletes excelling in the classroom and on the field or court or what have you. We've done some great renovations over the years at Augustana. We've continued with projects. We're building a brand new pool right now and wellness center. We've added additions to academic buildings. We built a brand new theater. We'll be tackling the music department in the next couple of years. So we continue to innovate at Augustana to provide a wonderful experience for our students within their facilities. One of the best programs that we have at Augustana is called CORE, which stands for Careers, Opportunities, Research, and Exploration. We're really focused on helping students understand what their careers could be, having opportunities for internships, having opportunities for study abroad. So we really want to focus on getting you outside of our campus to be successful. And these are just a few remaining numbers here that talk about the number of internships, study abroad experiences, and/or research. Most of our students are going to travel abroad, and we have a 98% job placement rate at Augustana College. Please look in the chat room to learn more about us by contacting me, and I look forward to visiting with you.
Thank you very much. And I want to invite all of our representatives back on camera and with their microphones on, because I get to play talk show host here over the last 6 minutes or so of this session and give a little bit value-added information for our attendees, either attending live or accessing this in the on-demand recording. So I'll have you answer round-robin format and the same order that you presented. And the first question I have for everyone is, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process right now? That one piece of advice you wish everybody knew. And we'll start with Illinois Institute of Technology.
I think every admission counselor on here would agree with this, but take advantage of your admission counselor. Reach out to them early, ask questions, ask about the student life, ask about finances. We're your go-to resource to answer all of those questions. And if not, then we know which department you need to go to get some answers. So we're here to help you learn more about our school, and we're more than happy to answer any question. You're never bothering us.
Earlham College.
Yeah, I would say take advantage of going and visiting the school. I know, distance and all that, but if you can make it happen just to get the whole experience of being on campus, seeing what the student population is like and get to, sit in classes, anything like that. I would say that.
DePauw University.
My biggest piece of advice is not only to visit schools, but to visit a wide variety of different types of schools too. So visit big universities, visit small universities, mid-sized universities, liberal arts universities, STEM-focused universities. You'll know what feels right by going and visiting a lot of different types of schools.
Concordia University, Chicago.
Yeah, while you're doing all of those different visits, my advice would be to take advantage of time and do things as soon as possible. Buy yourself as much time by meeting deadlines or doing things as soon as they open up, just so that this can be a fun and exciting process rather than a stressful, maybe down to the wire kind of experience for you.
Purdue University.
Yeah, echo what everyone else says, but my main piece is normally, find your right fit, and you can start making a list that makes it right for you. So find your right academic fit, social fit, and financial fit, and start writing down what those three things mean to you, and it'll help you kind of figure out which schools may be in the best avenue for you.
Augustana College.
I would say have a good understanding of who you are and what it is that you desire for college. Oftentimes, kids are trying to figure out what best fits everyone else as far as your family and friends and what have you there. But this is about you and your experiences. So have an understanding of who you are, but also have great conversations with the people that are going to be supporting you to let them know what it is that you're truly looking for in a college or university.
We have time for one more quick Q&A question here. We'll have you again answer in the same order. Your favorite event or tradition on campus, Illinois Institute of Technology?
We have MTCC late night where we turn our one of our main buildings where the cafeteria is into like a carnival. So there's like bumper cars and roller skating and like tons of really cool events, basically from like 10 o'clock until 2 in the morning. Our students love it. Definitely something you want to check out if you decide to attend with us.
Earlham College.
Yeah, so we have this thing called the Heart Shake. Actually, their quad is called the Heart. So in orientation, that obviously didn't happen this year, but the president has all the faculties line up and you get to shake the hands of everybody. And then there's a huge cookout at the very end of the line. It's a lot of fun, but yeah, we didn't have it this year, obviously.
DePauw University.
My favorite DePauw tradition is the Monon Bell football game that takes place between DePauw and Wabash every single year. It is the oldest consecutive football rivalry west of the Allegheny Mountains and the only nationally televised Division III football game every single year. So it's a really amazing tradition between those two schools that has spanned about 119 years now.
Concordia University, Chicago.
Concordia University Chicago is part of the oldest college basketball tournament in the country called CIT, the Concordia Invitational Tournament, between 3 other Midwestern Concordia universities, between Concordia, Nebraska, Concordia, Wisconsin, Concordia, Chicago, and I believe the other one is Concordia, Ann Arbor in Michigan. So yeah, all 4 at the start of the spring semester kind of get together for a kind of quick tournament, and you get to meet some other people, do some fun travel. It's a pretty awesome time.
Purdue.
Yeah, so at Purdue University, all freshmen come a week early and they do something called fountain runs. We have 6 fountains that shoot giant water all over the place, engineering fountain, a liberal arts fountain, and students essentially sprint through all of them as freshmen. And then when you graduate, you do the same thing. And when you're leaving Purdue University, you sprint through all the fountains.
Augustana College.
We have the cardboard regatta. It comes during homecoming, and all of our student groups make cardboard boats, and most of them will sink. But it's a wonderful experience. We have a little sort of river in the middle of our campus that they will sail on with cardboard, PVC pipe, and duct tape being the only items they could use. And it's a wonderful adventure for them.
Well, thank you all for sharing your favorite campus events and traditions, and also your advice for students going through the college search process, and of course, sharing all the great information about each of your schools. I want to thank our attendees for joining us. And when you close this window, there'll be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. Also, this is just one of many sessions being hosted, including another one coming up in about 15 minutes. So be sure to sign up for more if you haven't done so already at the same place you signed up for this one. And in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other session recordings at strivescan.com/Michigan. Once again, thank you to all of our presenters and thank you all for joining us today. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Take care.